Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is an instant raw reaction to Martinsville. And you know how I said I'm going to talk about the entire round? Well, screw that. We're talking just about Martinsville. So obviously Vegas, Logano won, Reddick won Miami. Coming into this race, as a Chase Elliott fan, I'm deeply in my first stage of depression. And we knew we had to win, but enough bias. Let's talk about the race. For a Martinsville Cup race with the next-gen car, this may have been the best one we've seen. It had a lot of passing, a lot of good racing. I enjoyed it. Let's get to the rating. I give it a 9.2 out of 10. It was a good race. It was for a next-gen Martinsville race, it was good. But the controversy at the end, sorry, excuse me. Chase Elliott with about, probably 14 to go, leading. I was excited because we had grown the gap to a second over Blaney, and I thought, oh my God, we may win and make the Final Four. Then Blaney caught us and passed us, which that's when I knew it was over. Ryan Blaney goes on to win at Martinsville, so Blaney locks himself in and joins Logano and Reddick. But then Byron finishes in 6th, and Bell wall rides, and they took like 30 extra minutes, and they ended up calling it Byron. So Bell, Hamlin, Larson, and Elliott are eliminated. Their championship 4 that will fight for this year's 2024 NASCAR Cup Series championship in 1 week at Phoenix are Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, Ryan Blaney, and William Byron. Reddick and Byron have never won championships. Logano's a 2-time champion, and Blaney's the reigning champion, trying to do something that no one has ever done in this playoff era, which is win back-to-back titles. And obviously I'm disappointed as a Chase Elliott fan, but I'm not going to get into the personal, biased shit. But they took a while. They decided Bell, Wall Road, and got help from the 23. And so William Byron will make it in by 4 points. So now I'm going to say a case for each driver on who I think is going to win it. Logano just has not shown the overall pace. Vegas is a different thing. He was definitely a top 10 car in Vegas, but he was not the fastest car by a long shot. He was like a 5th to 7th place car all race. Excuse me, I have a cough. But Logano barely had enough to win Vegas. If there was one more lap, Bell would have won, and we would not be talking about this controversy. And then at Miami, he sucked. He had a horrible race in Miami. I think finished outside the top 20. He had a bad race in Miami. And then Martinsville wasn't any better. He finished 10th. Logano did, but it just didn't look like it was going to be a good race for Logano. So if Logano didn't win Vegas, he most likely would not have made the championship 4. But hey, he did. So I'm just going to say it. And he was not that. He wrecked out in the first Phoenix race. So I just do not see Joey Logano winning the 2024 championship. Now let's move on to your Miami winner, Tyler Reddick. So I think Tyler is the heavyweight to win the championship because he was really good. Toyota in a whole was really good in the first Phoenix race. Toyota dominated. And Reddick, I think, can definitely win the championship this year. This is his first championship 4 appearance in the NASCAR Cup Series. This is, I think, his 5th full-time season in the Cup Series. His second with 23-11. And Reddick, I think, is now my new championship pick. And let's move on to your Martinsville winner, Ryan Blaney, who did, besides Vegas, where he had a horrible day, he did exactly what he did at Miami and Martinsville, what he did last year to win the championship. He finished second in Miami and then won Martinsville. So congrats to Ryan Blaney on winning. I'm still depressed because Chase Elliott finished second, but again, we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into my deep pain and sorrows. And then Byron makes it in as well. I think Blaney can definitely contend, but I don't think, just like Logano, I don't think Ford will be the best there. Maybe he could, I don't know. It just depends. And then William Byron wasn't the best in that first Phoenix race, and I think will definitely have the stride to go win the title because he's the only Hendrick car in the Final Four. But for sure, I definitely think Byron has a chance. But congrats to Logano, Blaney, Reddick, and Byron for making the championship four. Congrats to them. They mostly earned it to be here. And so we're going to give the sorrow clap to Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Elliott. I definitely thought Chase had it there. Hamlin's just had a horrible playoffs. Even here at Martinsville getting a top 10, it did nothing. He's just had a horrible playoffs. It started off with a horrible qualifying run and a wreck on the final lap coming to the line in Atlanta. Then he obviously struggled at Watkins Glen, got involved in several wrecks. And then Bristol, at his best, one of arguably his best track, he had a bad day. Then Kansas was off. He was just not fast at all. And then Talladega, the only reason I think he made it to the round of 8 was because he missed that giant wreck at Talladega. If he didn't miss that, if he was in that pack and got involved and wrecked out, no way he would have made the round of 8. And so I don't think Denny was deserving to even be in the round of 8. And then Christopher Bell, one of the best all season. He's won 3 races, which is the most he's ever won in a season. So, because he tied it for the most, because 2022 he won 3, and then this year he's won 3. But Bell's been a really fast driver, and I knew if he made it to Phoenix, I think he'd be the champion because of just how good he was at Phoenix in the spring, obviously going to victory lane by over 5 seconds in front of Chris Buescher. But, sucks for Bell. Kyle Larson, the winningest driver with 6 wins so far in 2024, will miss the Final Four, just like more heartbreakingly, though, than 2022. So, is it every other year now? Because 2021 he made it and won the title. 2022 he missed the round of 8. Obviously didn't make the Final Four. 2023 makes the Final Four. 2024 misses it. So next year Larson's going to be in the Final Four. But obviously it's disappointing. Larson misses out by 7 points. So Kyle Larson finishes third in this race out of the Final Four, or misses the Final Four. And Chase Elliott only had that one lone win at Texas, but was stupidly consistent throughout most of the season. And obviously it's just disappointing to see, and I really thought that he would for surely make it in. I had him in my championship 4 predictions making it because I thought maybe he could win Martinsville, but my hopes and dreams got crumbled faster than Christopher Bell's right front tire after riding the wall at Martinsville. So, my thoughts on the race, I thought it was pretty good, like I said. But, no, I I don't really have anything else to say. It's disappointing for me as a Chase Elliott fan, but I definitely will be rooting for William Byron next week. So your final fours in all three series: Truck Series, Infinger, Heim, Eckes, Majeski. I have Eckes winning the title there. Xfinity, Allgaier, Custer, Austin Hill, and AJ Allmendinger. I have Justin Allgaier finally winning the title. And Logano, Blaney, Reddick, and Byron for Cup. I have Reddick winning the title. So that's all I really have to say. I'm going to go eat dinner and be disappointed in this race, but I'll post a video probably Saturday or sometime during next week about the championship race and how it sets up and how exactly in depth what I think is going to happen for all four drivers and who I think is going to be doing burnouts with a championship flag and raising that Bill France Cup next Sunday night. So that's all I really have to say. I'll stop rambling. So I'll see you all on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your next week, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.